Hey guys, welcome to today's Vehicle Visionary. Today my friends at Red River Chevrolet here in Bossier City, Louisiana have loaned me this 2020 Chevrolet Silverado High Country for the day. This particular model has an exterior color of Cajun Tintcoat with jet black interior. Very nice combination for sure. We're going to talk about something that I asked a friend of mine who works in sales earlier. I said, what are your top questions you get on this particular truck? And I'll tell you what the answer to those questions are as we get to those particular areas of the vehicle in our tour today. Okay guys, let's talk a little bit about the front end. And obviously you're going to notice very quickly there's a lot of chrome on this truck, not only with the grille and the bumper, but you have chrome side steps and chrome accents on the windows as well. Chrome trim there, very nice looking. And I like the shape of the hood here, the way it's designed. It's not just a flat hood with no real character. I like the designs and the dimensions of the hood. It just looks nice. It doesn't look overbearing or overloaded for this particular model of truck. For the 1500 model, just seems to fit perfectly. And you're going to have a lot of light, no trouble seeing. You have high intensity LED headlights and you have LED fog lights down here on the lower portion of your bumper. You also have all of your sensors right here. There are obviously multiple sensors here on this truck for your cross-traffic alerts and all those great safety features that Chevrolet offers on these vehicles. Now, one of the very first questions that I want to answer that my friend told me in sales at the dealership that people ask about, it has to do with what's under the hood. One of those top two questions that we're going to answer here in the video, well, it's got to do with what's under the hood. Kind of an obvious question that you would think, well, it's likely to be a popular or common question. Most people are seeking the 6.2 liter V8, but this is the 5.3 under the hood of this truck. And it might fit your needs, but not somebody else's, but that just happens to be something that's common. The horsepower numbers are 355 and the torque is 383. The gas mileage is 16 in the city estimated and 22 out on the highway. The engine is mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. Okay guys, let's talk about a couple of good points of interest here. Obviously you're going to have the High Country badge here on each side, each fender of the truck on the front end. And one of my favorite features, you'll probably already see it if you watch me regularly, the struts that lift the hood. Always a plus. I just love being able to raise the hood and it just goes up and stays up by itself. Very nice feature. But here's another nice feature that will help you out with your High Country. And I don't know how well you can see this. There are lights. These are also LED lights. If I can get that to move. Hopefully there's a little bit of a cloud cover right now and you can see that. LED lights built into the side view mirrors on each side, and the buttons for turning those on and off and really controlling all the lights. There's quite a few lights on this truck that make for a lot of convenience, and we'll talk about more of those as we get to them in just a minute. But everything is conveniently located in one place for all of the light functions on this truck to the left-hand side of the steering wheel. Very nice because you're not having to look multiple places for that. Sometimes that's what you find on vehicles, but not on this Silverado. And here on the side of the truck, you see the chrome continuing. Like I said, there's a lot of chrome here on the High Country. Chrome trim around the windows, chrome rims, and of course the chrome door handles. And here on the front door handles on the driver and passenger side, if you have the remote on your person, you've got passive entry. You just push that button and it locks and or unlocks the doors. You also have the chrome side step here that is multifunctional, not only for getting in and out of the cab of the truck, but also making access to the bed a whole lot easier when it comes to reaching into the front portion here. I'm 5'10". As you can see, the top of the bed comes almost to the top of my shoulder here, not quite that high, but close enough to where it would be very difficult for me to reach over in there, but this side step just makes that so much easier. I call that added value from Chevrolet. Now let's talk real quick about towing and payload, which obviously is going to vary depending on which engine you find under the hood. Obviously one of the reasons why that question is so common as to whether it's the 5.3 liter V8 or the 6.2. And obviously I realize there are other engine options available. If you want to see a video on the 3 liter 6-cylinder diesel, I'll link that video down in the description. I did do that earlier this year. So obviously the numbers are going to vary. I've put those on the screen so you'll know what you can expect depending on what your truck is set up for. Okay guys, one more thing I want to bring to your attention. You may not know about this. This is something that you will find on these GM trucks. If you open the driver's side door and look right down here, you're going to find out exactly how much the truck you're looking at or the truck you may own can tow. And it also gives you all the information to figure out what towing capability the truck has depending on how much weight you have in the bed, how many passengers you have, and all that good stuff. But it's all found right here on these two stickers, a very nice, convenient feature. As we enter the jet black interior of the Silverado High Country, let's talk storage and space. And it is a very plentiful area back here in the rear seats. It's very comfortable. The cab is long enough to where there's actually a lot of leg room for your rear seat passengers and your front seat driver and passenger as well. You do have a lot of nice little storage nooks and crannies back here. You have these storage pockets here with a bottle holder or cup holder in the front for a larger bottle or cup. You also have the armrest that you can lower here. There's 2 cup holders there and 2 more cup holders on the rear of the front console, as well as the air conditioning vents for your rear seat passengers. You also have the heated seats back here, so the controls for that are right there, a 12-volt power outlet, and USB. Now, as far as storage goes beyond that, you can lift these seats up to increase your storage space back here on the 60-40 split, and there's also storage space inside of the seat backs as well. Okay guys, as I hop into the front seat of this truck, I like the fact there's a grab handle right there. Like I've said in previous videos, not all of these trucks that I've made videos with in the past have the grab handle for the driver. They're for all the passengers, but not the driver. Nice touch there. And that second question that is so commonly asked about the High Country, does it have a sunroof or not? As you can see, this model does have a sunroof, and it may not be panoramic, it's more of a traditional style of sunroof, but maybe that will come in the future. We'll just have to wait and see. Very nicely laid out cab, a lot of great technology here, steering wheel mounted controls. The instrument cluster is nice and easy to use, and you can adjust the look of the center of the dashboard with these steering wheel controls. You also have adaptive cruise control and voice commands, among other great features. And one of the features that this truck has that I definitely say is a plus if you have a teen driver, somebody learning how to drive, new driver, teen driver mode. And obviously that does a lot of things, one of which being that the truck will not go into gear unless the driver has put their seat belt on. So a nice feature there. The infotainment screen is very easy to use, super easy to navigate. So many different features there. You can change a multitude of settings. You have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can pair your phone via Bluetooth, and then all of your contacts and everything you would normally have on your phone will be available through the touch screen. And that's just, like I said, easy to navigate whether you're swiping your finger back and forth, and there's also controls here underneath for doing the same thing that are easy to use. A couple of nice different options there depending on your preferences. Dual zone climate control, and there are a multitude of buttons down here. I'll show you those on the screen that turn on or off several different functions. There's that button I was referring to earlier that allows you to lower the rear tailgate. And you have a USB port here, 12 volt, and a power outlet. That's always very nice. A little bit of storage underneath that. And on the left-hand side is wireless charging. A couple more cup holders and a nice, large, deep console here. Again, another USB port. And you also have a slot for a memory card and a light. It's going to be hard to see that light back here, but there is a light in the back of the console. At night, obviously, that's going to light this console up a lot better than what I can show you here during the day. The seats themselves, front driver and passenger, both power, both fully adjustable. They have the High Country logo in the headrests, and just an overall comfortable environment here. Push button start, and the seats themselves are nice and comfortable here in the jet black interior. I have to congratulate you if you've made it to this point in the video. I have a question for you to tell me about in the comments. If you're planning to buy a Silverado, whether it's a High Country or a 1500, 2500, or 3500, tell me about it in the comments. Tell me why you want that particular truck and what your plans are to use the truck for. I'd like to thank my friends at Red River Chevrolet for loaning me this truck for the day, and all of you for being kind enough to take the time to watch. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for your time, and I will see you in my next video.